Hi everyone. Hello, hello.
Good evening, Professor.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Welcome on board.
Are you in the West Coast or at the East Coast?
West Coast. What about you? I'm in Los
Same.
Angeles.
I'm in Seattle here.
Oh, really? Seattle?
Yeah,
Very rainy?
not raining, not today. It's
That's
still
it.
sunny today, fortunately.
Mm, good. In Los Angeles, we had a cloudy weather for a long time. Now today is kind of sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This year weather is crazy. I don't know.
Seattle is famous for the rainings. Seattle
I know. I
rain.
like Vancouver.
Yeah,
So you like it over there?
I like this sunny day.
Yeah, I know. I know. Sun is much better.
Yeah,
So,
it's not very hot here, even though it is sunny.
that's good. That's good. So let's see how many people do we have in our class. So participate. One, two, three, four. Eight, 19, 20. We have almost 20.
20 is a lot actually, because in a normal course we'll have like 12 or 13.
Yeah, they like me so much. So
Yeah.
let's say 2 seconds. Okay, not bad. 20. Let's see who else is here. We have Yura, Shahnazarian. Yura Shahnazarian. We have Kai. We have Sushimta. So for 4 students. See, another one. Mm-hmm. So let's wait until everyone comes. Then we're gonna introduce ourselves and then talk about the course and everything. So let's see.
Professor, this course will have final exams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Professor.
Hello, sir. Who is this?
This is Aibol.
Aibol Abdihaik. Did I pronounce it?
You can just call me Aibol. Yeah.
Aibol, wonderful. Aibol and Yura.
Yes, Professor.
How are you, sir?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very good. Yura, did I pronounce it well?
Yes, sure.
Very good. Shahnazarian, you're Persian.
No, Armenian.
Armenian, love us. Very good, very good. Your connection is not very good, I think. You keep breaking out.
Yeah, big delays.
Yeah, you have delay, Yura. Naoki Sega. 90% I think is Japanese.
Yes, correct. I'm Japanese.
How are you doing?
Are you
Naoki?
actually Japanese?
Yes,
Huh?
Japanese.
Oh,
See? How are you, Naoki?
Yeah, pretty good. Thank you for asking. How are you, Professor? Professor.
Good. Great, thank you. Arigato mas.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I know something. So let's wait for other classmates. Who else? Where are you from, Abel?
Professor, I'm from Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Interesting. Okay. Almaty?
Yeah, right, Professor.
Okay, very good, very good. And Kai. Hi, Kai.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Very good. I think your mic is kind of very strong for kind of, you know,
Yeah, I don't know, something wrong with my earphone. I'm still adjusted. So sorry.
no
Just
problem. You have a kind of echo, something. So let's see. Sushmita Lian Kota. Lian Kota.
Yep, that's me.
Hi, Lian. Did I pronounce it well?
Yeah, that's good. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Where are you from?
Originally from India, right now in St. Louis.
India.
Yeah.
Very good. Namaste. So Sushmita, I think she's Indian. He or she is Indian too. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
The name is Indian.
Yeah, mine isn't. So everyone,
Yeah. I
awesome.
thought you were Hispanic. Your name is tricky.
yeah.
Oh, Moon Young Kim, 100% Korean.
Again.
That's one of the beauty of Westcliff University. We have people from all around the world. We can learn a lot from each other.
Good evening, Professor.
Good evening, Moon. How are you?
Good. I just had dinner.
Wonderful. So let's see. Sushmita,
Hi, I am Indian. Hello.
how are you? I thought you're Indian, but you're in the space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you an astronaut?
Yes, I am an Indian astronaut, I guess.
Great to have you. So, how many people so far? Just 9. We have just 8 actually. With me, it's 9. So let's wait 5 more minutes, then we'll start. So then you guys need to introduce yourself. I'm gonna introduce myself first, then you guys need to introduce yourself. Tell me, where you're from, what do you do for fun, what are you gonna do after graduation, and so on. Kezia Batu. I don't
Hi,
know.
Professor. How are you?
Hi dear, how are you?
Good.
Where are you from? Give me a
I'm-
hint.
Oh,
me-
where I am from, like originally from?
Yeah, give me a hint. Don't say it.
I live in a archipelago.
Archipelago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another hint, please.
We have a lot of coconut trees, a lot of
Malaysia.
Yeah, white sand.
Malaysia?
No.
Indonesia?
Mm-mm.
Coconut?
We're there. We're there in that area.
Not Taiwan. Filipinos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Manila? Are you from Manila?
Yes, Professor. I'm a boring person. I just live from Manila. I just just from Manila.
Oh, very good. Salamat.
Thank you, Professor.
I know some words from different languages. Salamat means thank you in the Filipino. Apura Vijay Pitale, 100% Indian.
Hello,
Apurva,
Professor. Yes, you
hello
guessed it
dear, how are
right.
you?
I'm
See?
good. How are you?
Excellent, good to have you. What are you doing? You're working out
good to
too?
see you again because I already had enrolled in your class. It was like the internship course. It was an
Oh,
actual
really?
course. Yes.
What an honor for me to return
Yes.
one of my former students.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you again.
The same here. Great to have you. And we have Muhammad Irtaza
Yes, Professor.
Arshad.
Yes, sir.
Muhammad, how are you,
Yes.
sir?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Very good. Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Wonderful. Which city?
Lahore.
Lahore is the center of culture in Pakistan, I think.
Yes,
Iqbal
sir.
Lahori was from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iqbal.
Yes, Allama Iqbal.
Yeah, wonderful. Great to have you.
Yeah. Nice to see you, sir.
The same here. So see, it's we should have a potluck party. Everyone brings food from. So let's see. Let's 2 more minutes. Ding. Yura, are you from Yerevan or another city?
No, I'm from Yerevan.
Yerevan. Very
Mhm.
good, very good. And where do you live now? Glendale?
In LA. Burbank.
Glendale?
Burbank.
Fairbank. Okay, close by Glendale. Very good, very good. Okay, guys, please turn on your cameras. We also have Zhenkai Chen. Oh,
Yeah,
he
it's me
was
too.
here. He was here. You're from China.
Yeah, I'm from China.
I know. Sherry Sang. I think she's from China too. Not sure. Sherry? I cannot hear you. And Rebecca Zaffro Bologna, Italy. Name is Italian.
Hi, no, Spanish actually.
Spanish, Spain?
Spanish, Spain, yes.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien. ¿Y
Habla un
vosotros?
poco español.
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Sherry.
Sherry. How are you?
Yes, fine.
Very good. Okay, guys, we can start. So, hi again, everyone. My name is Ali Asadi. I'm so excited to be your professor in this semester. A little about my background. I have bachelor's degree in engineering, 2 master's degree, MBA from Canada, Master of Information Technology. Actually, my bachelor is civil engineering from Iran, MBA from Canada, Master of IT from Kentucky, and my doctorate degree is from in business administration from the University of Liverpool. And I'm an author, senior management consultant, and entrepreneur. And my books are about business management and business success. But my latest book is about decision making, because I noticed that decision making is one of the topics that many people needed. So I decided to learn it myself first, and also I wrote a book. In my free time, I love to work out, going to nature. Sometimes I play the piano, and I love to travel. I love to learn from different countries, different cultures. And that's it. So one by one, you guys tell me your background, what do you do for fun, your major, and what's your goal after graduating from Westcliff. Yura?
Yes, professor. As I told, I'm from Armenia, Yerevan. I did my undergraduate, I got my bachelor's degree in American University of Armenia, business administration sphere. I served in military for 2 years. Worked before at the State Revenue Committee of Armenia as a tax investigator.
Mm-hmm.
As a entrepreneurial skills as well. So after
Excellent.
getting my master's degree, I'm planning to get back to my country and become a part of our family business management.
Excellent. Which type of business is it, if I may ask?
It's in construction sphere.
Excellent. You're smart, man. You're gonna be a millionaire. Don't forget your professor, okay? Okay, Muhammad.
Yes, Professor.
Ahlan wa sahlan. Please.
As I told you, I am from Pakistan, and recently I moved to US for my master's degree. I did my bachelor degree in 2020 in business administration. After my master's degree, I will join my family business and expand it in new ways.
So Yura didn't tell us what he does for fun. You know, he thinks I forget, but I can't. What do you do for fun, Yura? Muhammad, what do you do for fun?
I'm playing
Instrument? Your
Instruments.
excellent, excellent. We have musician. Which kind of instruments?
Piano and violin.
Excellent, excellent. Muhammad, what about you?
I love to travel and explore new places with my friends.
Excellent, excellent. Zhenkai. Ni hao.
Yeah, hi, Professor. I'm from China and I just graduated from Australia, the University of Melbourne, half years ago. I'm still thinking about the meaning of life, so I came to the Westcliff University to choose the IT. Well, my bachelor, I finished the undergraduate school of the data science. So I chose the IT as my graduate course, So they will, they seem like the same thing. So yeah, I just want to develop more of the IT.
Excellent. What do you do for fun?
Basketball.
Basketball. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great to have you. Thank you. Sisi. Sherry.
Hi, my name is Sherry. Right now, I live in San Jose. I work for a company. We provide parts to semiconductor like TSMC, Intel, and TI, those company. And I have 2 children live with me. I come to West Cliff to study just because I need a visa to stay with my children.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So where is your origin?
Taiwan.
Taiwan, wonderful. Raising children is not easy. So proud of you. Studying, working, raising children. Wonderful. Great. Great to have you. So, Rebecca, por favor.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Rebecca. I'm from Barcelona, Spain. I graduated there in mechanical engineering and industrial design, and then I completed my master's in mechanical engineering and aerospace engineering at UC, University of California, Irvine. Now I'm pursuing my MBA to hopefully transition a bit more into the business world. I love business strategy and in tech and business and engineering. So I see myself working in this field. And I love sports for fun. I'm a big yogi and
wonderful.
and I also like to paint.
Excellent, excellent. I visited Spain 2 years ago. It was so beautiful. I studied in Barcelona, Sevilla, Madrid, Malaga, Nerja, Granada.
Well, you visited more of my country than myself. So.
I stayed 3 weeks, but it was so beautiful, so beautiful. Chanhek Siang, sorry.
Yeah. Hello, Professor. Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm from Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Yeah. So now I'm based in Seattle, and I'm working as a software engineer in a fintech company. I'm doing Master of Computer Science here. And in free time, I like to travel and hiking and sometimes badminton.
Excellent.
Or watching movies.
Excellent, excellent. Cambodia. Very good, very good. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Aybol.
Hello, everyone. I'm from Kazakhstan, and I study my master degree in Kimip University and also in China. I also studied for 2 years, and now I'm come to US for my MBA degree, and hope to see you guys in campus one day.
Excellent. The same here. What do you do for fun?
For me, I like to visit all kinds of restaurants. I love food. I just went to a restaurant to buy some tea.
Excellent. Yeah, you know, tasting different restaurants is one of the best thing you can do. Great to have you.
Yeah, you're right. We can visit all cultures in America.
Exactly. That's
all
one
kinds
of
of
where do you live? You live in California now?
Yeah, in Irvine.
That's one of the beauty of, here. So who else is here? Where is my Naoki?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Naoki Sega. I'm originally from Japan, and I'm now enrolled in a Master of Science in Computer Science, and also have been working for the startup company as a software engineer. And after graduating from this university, I will continue to work for this startup as a software engineer. And in my free time, I often read a technical book, like an ebook with a notebook LM.
Excellent. Great to have you. Arigato.
You're welcome.
So, who else is here? Lian.
Hi, so I'm originally from India. Right now I live in St. Louis. It's near Chicago.
I know.
I currently work at a medical device company as a data analyst, and I'm doing my MBA at Westcliff and hoping to branch out more into like the management side of things. For fun, I like to read, hike, sometimes paint too.
Excellent. So we have two painters here. Don't paint your professor, okay? You will be failed from this class. Great to have you. Sushmita Chennai. Did I pronounce it? Hopefully I pronounced it.
Yeah, it was perfect. Hi, I'm originally from India. My background is in pharmaceuticals. I currently work for a medical device company too, out in California. I am based in Los Angeles. After MBA, I just want to grow more into regulatory affairs. I am in regulatory affairs in a medical device company, so I just want to grow up into management. For fun, I like to do pottery. I like to read as well. I like to hike.
Excellent. Great to have you. Namaste. Kezia. Did I pronounce it well?
It's correct, Professor.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kesha. I came from the
Kesha.
Philippines.
Oh, sorry. Kesha.
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 It's the same.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead.
So I'm from the Philippines. I got my bachelor's back in the Philippines for hospitality management. Now my concentration is hospital management, so it's different. For me, hospitals are like working for the medical industry is more sustainable for the future. That's why I decided to like change my concentration. And I'm working
Actually, that's very good. You can even give consultation to hotels. After they visit their hotels, they will be hospitalized and then take care of them.
Yeah, well, I hope. Yeah, I work I'm still trying to put my foot on the door for the medical industry since I don't really have any experience. So everything's pretty new. I work as a PSR, like a patient service representative for one of the clinics here in San Diego. Yeah, for my free time, I like to cook and I like to tend to my plants. That's
okay, excellent. Great to have you. Salamat.
Thank you, Professor.
Chinoine.
Yeah, hi Professor.
here.
It's yeah, you almost got it. You were this close. It's Chinonye.
Chinonye.
Yes,
What a
Chinonye.
beautiful name.
Thank you. I go by Chino if it's easier. I couldn't change my name or add it on to
Yeah,
the
Chino
Zoom.
is good.
Okay, awesome. My name is Chinonye or Chino. I'm from Nigeria. I came to the States about 2016, did my bachelor's and a master's. A bachelor's in biology and master's in biomedical sciences, focused on transplant. And I currently finished my second bachelor's now in nursing, and I'm working as a registered nurse and working now working on my MBA in healthcare administration at Westcliff.
Unbelievable. You're studying 2 degrees at the same time.
I just finished the bachelor's in nursing in
Oh,
December. So I
wonderful.
just started now with the MBA. Yeah, so because I want to move up, you know.
Of course.
Yeah,
Education doesn't stop with graduation.
it doesn't, no, but the money might stop if I keep going.
I know. I think that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's currently my background. And currently while I'm working at MBA with specifically in healthcare administration. And I guess what I like to do for fun, I like to sing, I like hiking and working. I'm actually currently in Vegas. Is where I live, and so it's really hot.
I know. And crowded, huh?
Yeah, so I'm trying my best not to get heat stroke yet.
Oh, I see.
But nonetheless, yes, that's really it about me. Thank you.
Great, wonderful, great to have you. Great to have you. Naromi Yamada.
Hi, I'm from Japan and I graduated from Canada and I
You're
just
in Canada,
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Good.
And I just came to California last year, so
Mhm.
I'm starting study my MBA.
Mm-hmm.
And like for my free time, I also like travel and visiting like different restaurants, like brunch.
Wonderful, wonderful. Arigato. Great to have you. So who else? Moon Young Kim.
Professor,
First of all, what you had for dinner?
just salad. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Korea. I just came to the States like 2 years ago, and I'm currently an interior designer at like Guidewell Dental Company.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I started with MBA, but like I wanted to do more engineering management stuff, and then I just transferred to MSCM like this session. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, excellent. Kamsamida.
Thank you.
You know, my hairdresser is Korean. That's what I learned from her. Kamsamida.
Yeah.
So if I learned something from the only language that I studied more was Spanish. I had private instructor and I took classes, but other languages I just learned from different people. Vignesh, definitely from India. Vignesh, please.
Hi, Professor. Nice to meet you. Apologies
Hi.
for joining late. I just got approval to join this class. I actually swapped classes.
No
So
worries. Welcome.
yeah, thank you. My name is Vignesh. I am originally from India, but I've been in San Francisco for the past 3.5 years. I actually did my master's in human-computer interaction and design. So I'm a product designer. I'm pursuing my MBA in applied AI and business. So for me, I want to have a little bit of understanding in terms of AI leadership and the business side so that I have the design sense as well and grow in my career. So that's why I took up this.
That's a great combination. I like it.
Yeah. And in my fun time, I love to cook, explore the city. Huge Golden State Warriors fan. So if anyone else is, sure.
What do you cook? Chicken curry, masala?
A variety of dishes we try to explore, like tons of cuisines now and then.
Very
So it's different. Yeah.
Excellent. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Poonam. No?
Uh,
Yes.
Hi,
Hello.
hi, Professor.
Hi.
Actually, I'm outside, that's why I apologize for this. And
No problem. No problem.
okay, hi, Professor. My name is Poonam, and I'm from India.
Mm-hmm.
And I have done I've done my Bachelor's of Commerce from India, and then I come here for my Master's Business Administration, and I love to cook also.
You like to what?
Cook.
I cannot hear you.
I also love to cook and
Good.
sing. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great to have you. Don't look at the camera. I don't want you just to fall down. Watch yourself.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Great to have you. Apruva Vijay Pitale.
Hello, Professor. So, yes, as I mentioned, even I'm from India, and I completed master's in
You're not
mechanical
going to turn
engineering.
on your camera so we can see you?
So actually, I'm traveling because of my work. Tomorrow I have to attend the field issues. So currently I'm working at Daikin. Daikin is a AC manufacturing company. And since I graduated, I did my master's in mechanical engineering. So I am a design engineer at Daikin. And right now I am in a project where I get to apply all the leadership skills. And that's where I enrolled myself in the MBA program. So my major is mainly project management. So I'm looking forward to go to the managerial roles. And this course, the information systems and technology, is pretty new to me because I have learned the basics during my master's and undergrad, but I never got an opportunity to dive deep into this side. So I would definitely love to learn more about the IT side of management. And my hobbies are I love to dance and hike.
Excellent, excellent. Namaste. Great to have you. So let me share my screen with you guys. So as you see, this is the course that we have here. Managing Information System and Technology. Please check announcement. I may share something with you. If you want to know your groups, you just need to go to participants. And I don't know if you don't have administration, but if you go to participants, you can see your group member in front of you. Another thing, keep in mind, in each session, you guys need to have a presentation. So part of the session is the lecture, and another part is live, activities. Live, see, even we have live activity in today. So, but today I'm not very strict because it was your first time, but you guys still need to present something for me. Because, I'm old. If I talk a lot, I will pass out. So you need to also talk and share. And we have discussion, and then we have different homework that you may need to submit. And at the end of the class, we have an exam, and also we have a kind of presentation. And I do my best for you guys to have a very practical course so you can implement whatever you learn at your workplace. And I will do again my best to combine different things from management, information technology, so you can implement it at different places. But I also need your help. Another important thing is keep in mind that this course also will be supervised by some university administration. So you guys need to do your best to show that you are the best students because they're supervising the course, and that's very important. So let's get started. Introduction to Information System. Why is it important to learn about information system and technology? Regardless of the industry you're going to work in. If you're working in healthcare, hospitality, transportation, whatever industry that you want to work, you need to know about information technology. 50 years ago, they used to call a person illiterate or uneducated if that person couldn't read and write. These days, it's not enough. You need to know about information technology because we use it in all fields, all industries. especially by emerging the AI, artificial intelligence, you can see the benefits of information technology in healthcare, in tourism industry, in the restaurant industry, in all industries. So that's why it's extremely important to know about information technology and information technology management. Even if you don't want to work in IT field, you must know information technology. Another important reasons that why do you need to learn about information technology? Keep in mind, in this country, there are two ways you can be successful. The first way is becoming a celebrity in your field. Just imagine, for example, you're a lawyer, be a very famous lawyer that they interview you on national TV networks, and Anderson Cooper from CNN sits next to you and interview you, you know, which is very difficult, right? How many lawyers do you know that they interview them on Fox News, CNN, or they are, you know, national figures? It's very difficult. But another way is much easier, is learning new tools and techniques, new skills that other people at your level don't go for them. And one of the skills that you can learn is information technology and information technology management. I used to work for a radiologist that this guy also knew software programming. Whenever he wrote a patient report, he created software. That software goes to, he uploaded the patient images, and that software could talk and explain the patients the areas that that patient had issues. For example, this bone is broken, you need to work on this bone. And that made his job very impressive. Most people wanted to work with this guy because he was unique. He differentiated himself. If you want to be successful, you need to do that. And keep in mind, university is 30%. 70% is yourself. I was reading an article that even MBA graduates from Harvard, they cannot find jobs easily. Okay, so that's very important. Try to learn new tools and techniques. Try to get practical knowledge, and do not just stay in one place. Okay. And let's watch a video regarding Netflix versus Blockbuster. That's one of the samples of a company who took advantage of the internet and information technology, and the company which was huge, and they thought they don't need to implement the internet. So let's watch a video, then we'll talk more about this. Netflix versus Blockbuster.
This is what Ivy League University.
Can you guys hear?
3.6 GPA.
90% is why
Yes, Professor.
Yes.
Yes, Professor.
Was that actually a good? Imagine this: Blockbuster at its peak wasn't just a video store; it was the video store. At its height, Blockbuster had more locations than most countries in the world had movie theaters. And with more than 80,000 employees and an annual revenue of nearly $6 billion, it was a titan of the entertainment industry. So how exactly did Blockbuster experience such a meteoric rise? And what drove this behemoth of a company to go from over 9,000 stores in 2004 to just one today? From its inception in 1985, Blockbuster operated on a very simple business model. It bought movies in bulk at very cheap prices and rented them out to customers for a small fee. After recouping its costs, the company would then sell the movie at a discount and then move on to a newer release. Now, once you do that with hundreds of different movies and you offer customers extra merchandise like popcorn and candy, you've got an incredibly lucrative business model. So lucrative, in fact, that by the early 1990s, Blockbuster had begun to grow exponentially. In less than 10 years, the company went from one tiny location in Dallas, Texas, to opening a new store every 24 hours. The company even began to branch out into other areas, famously winning a lawsuit in 1989 against Nintendo that allowed it to rent out video games. So why did it fail? Well, many blame the decline and fall of Blockbuster on Netflix, and there's a lot of truth to that, but not always for the reason people think. Blockbuster was actually given the opportunity to buy Netflix for $50 million. Considering Netflix's market cap today, this was arguably the worst missed opportunity in history. But contrary to popular perception, Blockbuster wasn't at all oblivious to the threat Netflix posed. In fact, the company's own annual reports listed them as their chief rival. Instead, Blockbuster chose to compete with Netflix. And when we consider the fact that Blockbuster collected more than $800 million from just late fees alone in the same year that they were offered to buy Netflix, they had every reason to believe they could win. But ironically, it's actually the late fees that explain the collapse of Blockbuster far more than it is their failure to buy Netflix. While this decision brought about a David versus Goliath style showdown between the two companies, it wasn't Netflix that killed Blockbuster so much as it was, well, you, the paying customer. We often forget this fact and instead focus on how one company triumphed over the other. But that's precisely why the failure of Blockbuster was actually a good thing, because the whole reason Netflix defeated its rival was because the marketplace demanded more flexible and convenient ways to watch movies, first by renting DVDs through the mail, and then later through streaming. The fact is that the service Blockbuster built its brand on became outdated. The fall of this entertainment giant had a lot more to do with the company's failure to address the changing demand of its customers than it did with passing up a chance to buy.
Look at this one. The blue one is Blockbuster and the red one is Netflix, right? This is like a business cycle. At the beginning, most business, they have growth, right? Then when they get to this point, we call it maturity. At this point, if you don't have any innovation, you will decline. And Blockbuster, they didn't accept the offer by Netflix, and they didn't have innovation. And at the same time, Netflix had innovation. So
its competitors. In the end, the only way Blockbuster could have survived is if it had completely overhauled virtually every aspect of its business. And if it had done that, well, it simply would have been what Netflix is today.
So that's even true in your personal profession. You know, just if you don't know about new skills, new tools, they will replace you easily with other people who knows them. That's very important. So you don't need to be a company to be updated. You need, even for your own job, you need to be updated. So we learned why should I study information system? You benefit more than when you understand what is behind IT applications. You can provide valuable input. You can recommend and help select IT applications. For example, you manage a company and there are different options to purchase for your business. Since you know the process and you know information technology, you can talk to them. You will be aware of new technology. You understand how IT improves performance. And even if you want to start your own business, is extremely helpful for your own business. These days, you can do many things with ChatGPT, right? Very time saving. Any questions? IT offers career opportunities. Chief Information Officer, programmers, business analysts, system analysts, designers. And this is from a couple of years ago. At that time, software developer was #1. Information security analyst was number 32. Information technology manager, number 42. So although we have AI, but again, we need to work with AI. We need to give direction to AI. We need to handle AI. AI is not in that level to manage everything by itself. That's why there are still needs for people. Managing information resources is difficult and complex, especially these days. You can create everything by AI. How can you validate them? How to manage them? Is a big data over there. Can we rely everything AI says? No.
No.
Because AI gets the information from the internet, and not all information in the internet is reliable. You know? For example, let me tell you something. If in your search on ChatGPT, you search that the current president is a good person and is wonderful, he's doing great job. If you ask ChatGPT about to analyze the current president, it's going to give you good points based on the history of what you did. But if you search for negative points, when you ask ChatGPT, what do you think of this president? It's going to give you negative points. As simple as that. You know? So you cannot rely 100%. Management information resources is difficult and complex. Information system has enormous strategic value to organizations. Information systems are very expensive to acquire, operate, and maintain, especially for large corporations. We know that some big corporations may spend millions of dollars for their ERP systems, enterprise resource planning. I was in Canada in 2002, and at that time, they told us that Air Canada was spending $10 million at that time for ERP. It's an integrated software that connects different parts of a company together. Sales, accounting, finance, inventory, marketing, everything. And if you're a CEO in real time, you can see everything in a dashboard. And there are different roles, the users, the managers, consultants. So all of these are job opportunities. Traditional function of management information system. In old days, IT was a separate department. That different also departments, they have their own computers and systems. But in today's business, we need to have integrated systems. We need to connect all sections together. Why? Because we need to make faster decisions. An integrated system helps us to make faster decisions. Just imagine you are going to make a decision about the new product design, but you have no idea regarding your customer feedbacks or your sales feedbacks or inventory or HR. They're all related to each other. So today's information system is integrated. It's not just separate silos that they don't have anything to each other. New functions of managing information system, initiating and designing a specific strategic information system. What's the difference between a strategy, between goals, strategies, and tactics? Can you tell me?
I can go.
Sure. Go ahead.
So goals would be something that you set for the future, and that's something you target. Strategy is how you do it. And the third one was, what did you mention? Sorry.
Tactics or action plans.
Action plans are more concrete.
A step by step or practical thing. You know, a strategy is how are you going to achieve your goals? You know, so that's why in today's business environment, achieving your business goals without having an information system strategy is not possible. Just look at the marketing, social media marketing, other things, you know, you cannot ignore them. Other areas, human resource management, new product development. So that's why to achieve your business goals, You need to have two strategies, business strategy and also information system strategy to support your business strategy. That's very important. So, incorporating the internet and e-commerce into the business, management system integration, including internet, intranets, and extranets. Educating the non-MIS staff about IT. That's very important. How you can design information system for non-IT people to do their jobs without relying on you. How they should know about the basic security. You know, one of the main ways that hackers can gain access to the company is through employees that they don't have any IT knowledge. The guy works on inventory management. He has no, knowledge about IT. He opens emails and all of a sudden a virus gets to the whole system. That's very important. Educating the MIS staff about the business. That's very important. In old days, people didn't care. In today's business, you need to involve people from different departments, especially information system, to know about your business objectives, to know about your business procedures. In old days, you used to spend a lot of money to build a manufacturing line to see if it works or not. In today's business, you use computer modeling to visualize that manufacturing line without spending money and playing with different factors and items to find the optimum solution in terms of people, tools, timings, resources. And then after that, you go and build your manufacturing line in a real world. So that's very important. And creating business alliances with business partners, using business and technological knowledge to see innovative IT ideas. That's very important. So let's have a 15 minutes break. When we come back, we are gonna continue. So we'll be back, what time? 7:20. Okay?
Okay,
7:20.
Professor.
Okay, let's continue. Let's watch a video regarding information system. It's it's about ERP systems that I told you.
ERP software. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning, an industry standard term that, wait a minute, let's not go there. ERP at its essence is a tool for managing information. Okay, so what is managing information all about? Here's a definition we like. Information management is the organized collection, storage, and use of information for the benefit of an enterprise. So how do you organize information in your company? I bet you have a customer database or CRM, and something managing your orders or warehouse, an accounting system, and then you're probably filling gaps in your information pipeline with spreadsheets and manual processes. But none of these talk to each other. They don't share data. It's what people call islands of information, which impacts efficiency. And let's face it, efficiency is connected to time and money. So here is where an ERP system helps you. The ERP centralizes all the information in your organization, and by doing this, you are able to streamline the flow of information. All your business processes become connected end to end. And now, other things become easier. You have a single view of your customer, so you can provide better service. Your team works more efficiently because they have the information they need when they need it. And when you want to analyze your information, since it's all in the same place, you can report on it any way you want. So this is what your ERP does for you. In today's terms, we decided to stick another word at the front, modern ERP. Because centralizing and managing your information seamlessly is just the beginning. Modern ERP allows you to do so much more, like connect to your customers better through a portal, link to modern communication tools like Exchange 365 for your email or Power BI for business intelligence. Modern ERP can speak the same language as your supplier's systems, things like EDI. Modern ERP is flexible, mobile, cloud, secure, and much more. Here at Arcus, we've been working with ERP for...
Okay. So, have you had experience working with something like this, or do you have the same thing in your company, a smaller version, bigger version? No?
We have like CRMs, ClickUp.
Okay. Is it integrated, connected to inventory, HR, accounting, everything, or is it just for customers?
It's just for customer.
Oh, for customer.
It's it integrates a little bit to our production. So we can manage the customer and also what is the status of the production we are delivering to the customer.
Okay, very good, very good. So, do you guys know all the students need to turn on your cameras based on the university rule? If you just turn off your camera and if they check the course and see, they will ask they ask me to give you 0 for your grade. And I don't like to do that, but I will have to. So please turn on your camera. I just want to make sure you're not sleeping because I know my voice is kind of deep and kind of relaxing. So I just want to make sure you guys don't fall asleep. So who else knows about ERP? And if they have something for their company?
I do. I had some experiences in different companies. Most of them were very old and like old-fashioned
I know.
and old systems because they were partially integrated and you had to tap a lot of you needed to go through all the fields to change between this, I don't know. But then I also work a little bit with SAP
SAP? Yeah.
SAP, yes.
It's the most expensive one.
Yeah.
Most famous.
Well, the company had money to invest in that. But at least the part that I saw, which we integrated the product development, inventory, so product engineering, product development, manufacturing, logistics, and I assume also the finance was involved, because from the product design you could know the materials, the weight of the parts, the everything. So
Excellent. Yeah. And these days, by using AI, definitely it makes jobs much easier for, ERP systems. Even ChatGPT right now, it has data analysis. You can upload different things and it analyzes data for you. And in general, a computer-based information system has different components: data, information, knowledge, and IT infrastructure, IT personnel, IT service, IT components. So what's the difference between data, information, knowledge, and insight? Can you tell me?
I can try.
Sure.
Data is numbers or objective facts
Raw
that,
materials.
yeah, and
Excellent.
then that gives us information when we process or analyze it, and based on information we can build on knowledge.
Excellent. Excellent. Data is raw material, like 52. But when we say the temperature right now is 52, it's information. But when we find trends in information and say in Los Angeles area, the temperature in between these months is between these numbers, this is a knowledge. So what is insight? When we use that knowledge, when we implement that knowledge and gain experience and something, we call it insight. So knowledge is not power. Implementation of knowledge is power. Using knowledge is power, right? So, and so we learn about all these things, and there are two types of knowledge: academic knowledge, something that you read from books, courses, everything, and experience knowledge, something that you gain by asking questions. That's why asking questions is extremely important. IT components: hardware, software, database, network, procedure, and people. And during this course, we are going to cover all of them. And so we learn about different capabilities of information system. And as we mentioned, in old days, IT was a separate department, but these days, as you see, all departments are related to each other through information services. So that's why integration is extremely important these days. Good. And
that is huge slide.
Huh?
They're very long slide.
So another topic that we are going to learn about is organizational strategy, competitive advantage, and information system. What is competitive advantage in business management? Can you tell me? Competitive advantage. If you don't have competitive advantage, you cannot survive.
I think it's uniqueness.
Huh?
The uniqueness that you have over the other.
Exactly. The way you can differentiate yourself from other businesses. Because if your business is like other businesses, you get into price war. people just compare your product and everything based on the pricing. And you lower your price, your competition lowers your price, and then at the end, you know, you will be out of the business. So competitive advantage is the way you can differentiate yourself. And IT, information system, is one of the ways which helps you differentiate yourself. So just imagine you're gonna create a high quality product or service. You have two options. Check the manufacturing line and fix errors, or check the end result, find issues, and fix those issues. Which one is better?
Check the process.
Second one? Or fix?
First one. First one.
You need both.
Yeah, actually.
Which one is the priority?
I think it is the first one.
The first one is a priority, because if you fix errors in your process, there is a high possibility that the end result has high quality. But if you just pay attention to the end results without fixing errors in your process, you may fix something, then another error comes up from another way. That's why they always say, to be successful in business, you need to be process-oriented. Because if you just pay attention to goals without your process, just imagine you are going from here to another place, and you just look at your destination. You don't look in front of you. You may fall, right? You need to have goals. You need to have objectives. But if you, for example, just imagine you are going to New York from Los Angeles. Definitely selecting a good way, you know, having a good car, you know, even your companies, whoever is going to be in your car is important. Checking the weather is important, right? The traffic is important. So you, based on all these factors, you select the best road to get to New York. But just imagine you say, I'm going to get to New York. I just, you know, take the closest way to my home. I just hit the wrong. Right? You will be in trouble. The same thing for business. So business processes are extremely important. They may provide you competitive advantage. We have cross-functional processes. What does it mean? In general, we have two types of processes in any organization. Value chain processes, the procedures by which a company gets raw material or information, turn them into final products, and deliver them to final customers. We call it the value chain process. A process by which a company creates value for customers. Getting materials from suppliers, design them, you have a design department. After that goes to production department. After that, sales, marketing, and delivery. But we also have supportive procedures like human resource management, like accounting, finance. These procedures, they are not value process, but they support the main procedure. So we need to have both of them, both value chain process and supportive procedures. And one of the roles of information system is to create connection, not only in between different sections of one process, but also between value chain process and supportive process. That's very important. A business process is an ongoing collection of related activities that create a product or service of value to organization, its business partner, its customers. Comprise of three elements: input, resources, output. And two concepts here: efficiency and effectiveness. Effectiveness, it means our process does whatever it's supposed to do. But efficiency is by using the least amount of resources, less time, less money, less human capital, human resources. So we need both of them. Just imagine your process make a product, but it takes 2 years. By that time, you have a long beard and, you get old. So that's very important. Example of business processes: managing accounts payable, finance business process, marketing business process, human resource. These are all business processes in which information technology can help them. As I mentioned, these days, you use business modeling and testing these procedures. Right? Clear?
Yeah, Professor.
So let me ask you a question. Imagine that I have a goal to get, I have a restaurant, and I'm gonna say I want to have 500 more customers by the end of this year. 500 more customers by the end of 2025. First of all, I used a SMART approach. My goals are specific, measurable, it has number, relevant, achievable. I didn't say I'm gonna have 1 million customers, not something impossible, and timely. I set a timeline for it. By the end of this year, I'm gonna have 500 more customers for my restaurant, right? Do you think it's enough? This is my ultimate goal for this year. What else do I need?
The strategy, how you are gonna achieve that goal.
Yeah, and
A process of how you're going to do it.
So what does it mean? Am I gonna get all 500 to all of a sudden?
Based off of how your
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that maybe or maybe not, depending on how you plan on getting those customers.
Okay. Vignesh? So what do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking along the lines of what does my restaurant already have that's doing good, and what do I need to improve on so that I can get that 500 customers by the end of the year?
Let me
identifying those gaps.
Okay,
Can I
excellent.
add- You didn't mention if you already, like, is it 500 more or 500? Like,
500 more.
okay, sorry.
Okay.
'Cause it's
So let's see our friends from Japan, what they're gonna say. Naoki, what do you think? My goal is to have 500 customers by the end of 2025. What's your recommendation to me? I said, sir, this is my goal, and I need you to give me an advice for my restaurant.
First of all, we should clarify the current workflow of this restaurant. And there we need to identify the like a root cause why customer feel uncomfortable or comfortable. And after that, we also clarify the gap between our ideal goal, like 500 customers, and their as is. and then I might be able to propose some solution, like integrating the IT service into restaurant, something like that.
Excellent, excellent. So let's see, Chino.
Yes, Professor. Could you please repeat the question again?
I have a
Particularly,
restaurant and I'm gonna have 500 more customers by the end of this year, and you are my consultant.
okay.
What do you recommend me?
I think that I'm not sure who said that. I think it was Vignesh. I apologize. I hope I said it right. I think I think that one thing that would definitely help is to figure out what you're strong in, and or even do like a not anonymous, but like a feedback to see amongst the customers, like depending on how long you started the business. If you're just now starting, then that's a goal of 500 might not be bad, but maybe it might be too much to
Excellent,
stress
excellent.
yourself about starting. Yeah,
No,
but
all
if
of you.
you've been, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. You mentioned great point. Naoki mentioned great point. So one of the things, now let's go to another level. Let's make it a little simpler. Imagine I'm gonna lose 20 pounds by the next year. This is my ultimate goal. What's your recommendation to me? Is it just enough to have an ultimate goal? And just imagine I have also a diet plan too. What else do I need?
You need to be like disciplined and follow your diet plan.
Okay, just imagine I have a discipline as well. I am a good boy.
But I would break it up into like smaller goals so that
Excellent. You killed me. Excellent. That's very important. You also need to have process goals, ultimate goals, process goals. You're going to say, I'm going to add 500 more customers, but what are you going to do every month? Because you can't, it's not possible to do it all of a sudden. It's not possible to lose 20 pounds all of a sudden. What are you going to do every week? What are you going to do every day? You know what I'm saying? And when you have these milestones, you can track your direction. Am I on the right direction? Just imagine it passes 2 months, 3 months, and then you didn't have any new customers. Definitely there is something wrong, because it's not possible all of a sudden, it's not going to be a miracle. All of a sudden you have 500 customers if you didn't get any new customers. Or if I'm trying to lose weight, but for 3 months, I didn't lose a pound. That shows I don't have discipline. My diet plan is wrong. So that's extremely important. Ultimate goal and process goals. And that's one of the main reasons many people don't get attached to their New Year resolutions. Because they said, I'm going to save this amount of money by the end of next year. But they don't have process goal. They don't have those small motivations. They don't have those small milestones. That's very important. And that's the role of information technology management. Huh? Deal? Deal or no deal? Yes, dear.
Professor, sorry, I was gonna say, what you're saying, I think it's, that I think it makes sense that a lot of times that, like, maybe there might be minute goals, which most of the time is one of the issues. People don't follow their step-by-step plan, but sometimes also people don't, like, let's say, consult or go to the right people to actually give the answer. They make up on their own, what they
Exactly.
believe
That's
is
why,
wrong, and they take notes.
in general, we have two types of problems. Regular problems. In regular problems, it's very easy to find the causes and solutions. But 90% of our personal and professional problems are not regular problems, are wicked problems. WICKED. Wicked problems means that the problems that you need to just search to identify the causes, you identify solutions. It's not that easy. One of the main reasons that many people fail is they look at their problems like regular, easy problems. They don't ask questions. They don't find the main causes. They target the wrong causes and spend a lot of resources. Even it happens in business. There was a healthcare company invited me to give them consultation, and they said their main problem is lack of having enough patients. They said, our marketing department is terrible. After I analyzed the company, I noticed the main problem is human resource department, not marketing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a patient who said, oh, I have headache, but you don't know, probably the problem is something in his neck. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? So the same thing for many problems. We need to investigate that. That's why Albert Einstein said, if I have an hour to solve a problem, I spend 55 minutes to learn about the problem and 5 minutes to find solutions. Most of us have microwave style. Microwave style means we are looking for easy peasy solutions. Put it in your microwave, 30 seconds. That's why ChatGPT, all these things are very popular, right? We don't want to unpack our brains. We don't want to use it. We just Google it. That's very important. So, as you see, look at this thing. IT is in the middle, and all other areas are around this. That's the role of information technology. That's very important. But IT, like other technologies, is a double-edged sword. Has advantages, disadvantages, right? What are the advantages of information technology? For a business or an organization?
There are so many advantages, Professor.
So can you name a couple of them?
Anyway, so it make the communication more efficient. It make operations better.
Faster.
Yeah, faster.
More efficient.
Yeah, and it have like on this marketing and sales, like
can target people from all around the world.
Yeah, that is right.
What else? Training, very important. Training employees, training customers. Product modeling, design is much easier. So what are the disadvantages?
From recently, I think the biggest advantage is the privacy issues.
Privacy issues and security. Yeah, cybersecurity is one of the main issues. And what else?
The plagiarism. You use some
plagiarism?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for students. Yeah, good point. Yes. That's why we hired a private investigator in this class just to investigate all this. No, I'm kidding. Don't get panicked. No, I know. One of the main issues with these things is, as I mentioned, people don't want to think. People don't want to use their brains.
Lack of creativity.
Exactly, because you just rely on this. In 20 years ago, we used to memorize all phone numbers. And now, do you know anyone who remembers phone numbers? And brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you will lose it. That's why, for example, talk to neurologists, brain surgeons. They said when you get old, you need to use your brain as much as possible. That's why they said when you get old, try to learn new languages. put pressure on your brain. But these days, we just rely on technology. We don't want to, you know, that's why even they said, if you want to be creative, just stay away from computer and technology. Think on paper. Just a pen and paper and write down whatever comes up to your mind. Definitely, then you can use technology. But before using that, use your own brain, because this way it will be much helpful for you. That's what I do, for example, for my own business. I come up with ideas, I write them down, then I use ChatGPT, other resources to organize my ideas, get other ideas. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. And one of the important thing in cyber and information technology is ethics and privacy. People sell your information easily. All those social networks, all those things, cyber criminals, you know? And they're everywhere. That's why it's extremely important to pay attention to all these factors. Do you know that it was very funny. There was a couple that they shared everything public on their Instagram profile. Oh, now we are in Hawaii and now we are in Paris. We are going to stay there for 2 weeks. So it was like they give direction to thieves and burglars. Oh, they said, oh, this couple are going to be in Hawaii for 2 weeks. So that shows the house is empty. And since many people have access to cell phones without having that cybersecurity knowledge, even if you follow those rules, but if one of your friends, relatives, just imagine you're sharing your family pictures, everything private with your mom, and your mom also has a cell phone, but your mom doesn't care about or doesn't know about cybersecurity matters. Doesn't matter. You follow all rules, but since your mom doesn't know or doesn't follow your private pictures, now it's on the hands of many people. The same thing for businesses. IT department employees may follow all rules, but there is a receptionist who doesn't care. They send a personal email and she checked her email and open an attachment. All of a sudden, a virus gets to the whole computer network. That's why these things are very important. There are some ethical rules and regulations regarding how to use information systems, social networks, all these things, but they are not global. You know, different countries, they're trying to have some global rules and regulations, but different countries have different rules and regulations regarding all these things. But you need to follow that. You should follow that, especially if you own a business. You need to have internet policy to train your employees regarding the web surfing, using their cell phones. One of the main reasons that during and after COVID, we had a lot of cyber attacks was many people worked remotely from their laptops and they didn't follow all those security rules. They get connected to the office network by their personal computer and everyone else could gain access to their information. They go to Starbucks and check their bank accounts, and those public networks, we know that they're not secure at all. You should never check your bank accounts, sensitive information at the airport, at the Starbucks, because these are public networks and everyone can gain access to your information. So these are important matters you need to consider. So now it's your turn. Who is ready for week 1 activity? Huh?
I think I need to check with my team.
Okay. So you have 10 minutes to check with your team members since it was the first session. You guys you have 10 minutes by 8 just to check with each other. Then, you know, you can send message to each other or just after, because I cannot talk after 8. That's my problem. I'm kidding. But in general, I prefer my students to talk after 8. Okay? So just share with each other. And then when I come back at 8, we are going to listen to your presentation. Even if you are not ready, just find a topic and regarding those week 1 activity and talk about this. Okay? Good? See you.
Excuse me, sir. I don't know. I'm which teams?
Group participants. I explained at the beginning of the class how to use your group participants. Go to participant on Canva. I showed it to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
So check it and then communicate with your group members.
Shall your group be?
Thank you.
And I've already sent some email to you. Please check it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, who's in group C? Is anyone here?
I think
Yeah,
I'm in group C.
yeah,
Oh,
I think it's Moon, Kai, Eyeball, Yi Cheng. Yeah, I think it's 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay.
Sorry, where can we find the groups again? I wasn't able to catch the beginning of Professor's class.
Cause yeah, I think if you go to the to Gap, in the right corner, you should see like participants, and then click on participants, and then it should give you like different like people's like everyone in the class and the different groups assigned to them. And you can filter to just only group C or your group as well.
Oh. Thank you.
group C, where should we talk about the topic?
I don't know. I'm trying to now just email all of us.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Are you guys making a presentation or just talking about it?
Honestly, I don't know because we just found out about the groups today. Or at least I just did, so I don't know how much time we'll have to even decide what to talk about. So,
I'm group A. I'll try send an email to my group mates.
Do you all have WhatsApp? Sorry, for group C, do you have WhatsApp?
Yeah, I can send my phone number. Give me 1 second.
Kezia? I don't know if I
Yeah.
pronounce it well. I don't know if you joined the class late, but we are like, text me your phone number because we already prepared the presentation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't see you when on Monday when I reached out to the other people.
Okay, yeah, I was just added in this class yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, I'll send you an email with my phone number. I'll send everyone my phone number.
Okay.
And for group C, I just sent a WhatsApp link to the email, to your email. So please just click to join it. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I also joined. Thank you.
Thanks.
Where can I join it?
Yeah, I sent it to your email, your school email.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Ready or you need more time?
Professor, we need more time, please.
How much?
I don't know. We just got Group C just got ourselves together.
How
So
much time? No, tell me.
as a group or as a class?
No, I don't know.
Prof, can you put us like into small groups so that we can talk each other?
The smaller groups?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we put
Yeah,
it
like
in
a
like the breakout
breakout
room or
room.
something?
Yeah.
It's really hard to communicate.
Yeah.
For 5, you mean 5 people? You want it to 4?
No, I think like on
No, I mean the Zoom
group?
meeting, there's like a breakout room.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Could you please say that again?
Sure, our group are done already.
So in the Zoom meeting, they have like a breakout room for like
Breakout
each
room?
group to come in. Yeah, so that like people can actually talk there, communicate, and then if you press something, we can go back to the main room. I'm not sure. Just other professors do it, so
So right now, these are your groups. What should I do?
No, on Zoom. It's
in the Zoom meeting.
Oh,
on Zoom, yeah.
hold on. So where? Here?
I
No.
think they should be breakout
Yeah.
rooms. No. I
No. 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 But no worries. This is the first session. For other sessions, you need to communicate after, before the class, not during the class. You know what I'm saying? So you can communicate with emails, call each other. But since you were not prepared for the first session, we decided to have. But I don't see anything. It's all participants can collaborate. Yeah, I don't know.
Professor, I didn't know also if because I think there's someone else supposed to be in our group, but I don't see them in class.
No worries.
Okay.
Just share whatever you know. Don't forget, don't worry about other people that they're not here. One of the things we are going to learn during this class is also presentation style and the way we should present something. And we are learning. Okay? Don't get panic. I don't expect you to be a Steve Jobs. Okay? We are here to learn something. Deal?
Professor.
Yes,
Professor.
sir.
About as for the group B, we are ready for presentation.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, we also prepared the presentation. Well,
Unbelievable. I have genius students.
Good.
So who is gonna go first?
Yeah, let
Yeah.
group B first.
Ladies first, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Please, Rebecca.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll share the screen. Give me a second.
Excellent.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well then, welcome. Well, welcome. We're here already. our group prepared a short presentation about ethics and privacy, focusing on individuals, race, gender, and businesses. Just some thoughts that we got from the readings. Okay. Okay, so first, if we look at the privacy as individuals, we all know that our personal data has become a valuable commodity, and a cybersecurity expert, Bruce Schneider, highlighted is one of the experts interviewed in the documents. Surveillance is the business model of the internet. Indicating that many online services profit by collecting and analyzing user data. Corporations and governments collect massive amounts of data for their own interest, which are most commonly economic. And it raises ethical questions because often users are unaware of the extent to which information is gathered and utilized, as we were mentioning before. And this challenges the principles of informed consent and individual autonomy. Lawrence Powell also mentions in his article that online privacy is a fundamental right. And we all should understand that online privacy is not just a personal concern, and that we must be responsible and prioritize protecting our digital identities for maintaining personal security, freedom of expression in the digital space. And this includes not oversharing personal information, minimizing our vulnerability to cybersecurity threats. And we can do that by regularly adjusting our privacy settings, utilizing tools like VPNs, encrypt messaging, and of course, staying informed about data privacy rights and advocating for transparent data practices. My teammate.
Priorities are uniquely. Can I start?
Yes.
So these are facial recognition technologies, for example, often misidentified to higher rates of false arrests or unwarranted surveillance. Furthermore, predictive algorithms used in housing or policing can unintentionally reproduce historical inequalities. Many minority users are also unaware of how their personal data is collected and used. The lack of diversity in tech development exacerbates this issue. To combat these challenges, ethical frameworks and algorithmic audits must prioritize fairness, inclusion, and accountability.
Okay. I will be discussing the critical intersection of gender and technology ethics, examining how information system can either perpetuate or help address gender-based inequities in the digital world. In examining the needs and motivations related to genders in technology, we see several important priorities. First is equitable representation in technology development and leadership. Ensuring diverse perspective shapes our digital future. Users across the gender spectrums need products designed with their specific experiences in mind. Protection from algorithm discrimination is essential, as we have seen numerous cases where AI systems perpetuate gender stereotypes or unfair treatment. Finally, there is a growing demand for ethical data collection practice that respect gender identity and privacy concern. Looking at the pain points, we can identify several significant challenges. As I discussed in our course material, data functioning as a business asset often reinforces gender basis when algorithms are trained on unrepresentative data sets. The profit versus privacy dilemma creates particular tensions around gender-related data, where commercial interested may override ethical considerations. The surveillance economy we examined earlier, disproportionality impacts vulnerable gender groups through invasive data collection. Additionally, current leadership in many technology companies lack the diversity need to champion truly gender inclusive data ethics. And there are several ways information system professionals can address these challenges. As we saw in our materials on the role of leadership, executives and IT leaders must champion data ethics within company culture, modeling inclusive practices. Ethical data handling should be integrated throughout products design, customer interactions, and employees training, not treated as an afterthought. Organizations should provide transparent information about how gender-related data is collected, used, and shared. Beyond simply meeting regulations like GDPR and CCPA, companies should practice ethical transparency that empowering users of all genders identities. My teammates can continue the next slide.
Yeah, so I'll continue on the ethics and privacy for businesses. First, the data as a business asset. In today's enterprise, with the IT system, all the company will collect the user data, such as location, behavior, and many other data is being collected. And they can use it for many purposes, like understanding their customer, targeting their customer, and also some company also sell the data to other businesses. Going to the profit and privacy dilemma, some of the company will overuse the privacy of the user, just like the case of Facebook. And also there's a case in Target that a girls that always consumes the products of Target, and then they come to know that the girl is pregnant. So in such case, the girl hasn't authorized the enterprise to use their data, but actually they have used it. So they like overuse the privacy. But we also have some example that some company they try to protect the user privacy, such as Apple's, that they have the options on each app. When you open the app, it will ask you whether you allowed the app to collect your data. And going to the regulatory compliance and responsibility, there are multiple regulations like GDPR, CCPA, and HIPAA that enforce the data protections. So the enterprise or the company, they can follow these regulations, and in this way, they can get the trust from their users. And also, this is like ethical business. And what can we do as a consumer? So the primary things that we can do is to understand what is the data being collected. And right now, when we use websites or apps, they're always like these privacy terms and conditions. So we should better understand what is the data being collected and protected. So in this way, we will authorize the only necessary data, and we keep ourselves more private.
Good job. Some points for future presentations: try to add images. Do not put too much text, because you don't want to read all of them. It's not a news reading, it's a presentation. But it was great with this short period of time. You did an excellent job. Thank you. Another group?
Thank you, Professor.
So by the last session, you're going to be Steve Jobs. Everyone is gonna stand for you, clap. Unbelievable. Good job. So another group,
Group B.
please.
Real good. Yep. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start it. Yeah. Hello, everyone. We are Group B. We are gonna talk about their live class, week 1 live class activity to cover the 2 articles required by these classes. And first of all, I'd like to explain the current state of internet privacy. As we can see, as cybersecurity expert Bruce Sichler warns us, surveillance is a business model of the internet. This isn't an exaggeration, it's our digital reality. Our personal data has become one of the most valuable commodities at the moment. And every digital interaction we have, generates information that is collected. And also these information were analyzed and monetized by both corporations and governments on a unfettered scale. What's concerning is that despite growing privacy concerns, most consumers feel powerless to protect themselves. As Sichler points out, participating in our society requires us to the technology that tracks. For example, our smartphone, which we carry everywhere, have essentially become what Sichler describes as ubiquitous surveillance devices beyond their wildest dreams of Cold War East Germany. This fundamental shift in how our information is collected and used raises serious ethical questions that affect individual social groups and businesses similarly. Let's move on to the next slide.
I will be discussing privacy concerns for individuals. How does it impact individuals? When personal data is stolen or leaked, it can be used for identity theft, leading to unauthorized financial transaction and long-term credit damages. And often people have a struggle to recover from such breaches. Manipulation through personalized advertising. Targeted ads use behavioral data to influence decision making, and therefore we are exploiting psychological biases without users being aware of it. Constant surveillance, both online and offline, is restricting people's ability to express ideas and eventually, like we discussed in our coursework, individual creativity is also getting eroded. Companies often build extensive user profiles by aggregating data across platforms without clear consent and hence this information can be sold or misused, impacting everybody. There is also limited ability to opt out of remaining functional in modern society. Especially we have, I think social platforms, online banking, navigation apps, they have become essential to us, and it is difficult to live without it. But what can we do as individuals to protect ourselves? Maybe use encryption and secure tools whenever possible. VPNs to safeguard our communication. These tools add a layer of privacy. Maybe we can limit data sharing and review privacy settings. This is not necessarily foolproof, but these actions can reduce exposure to third-party tracking and profiling. And lastly, backing organizations and policies that promote digital rights, which help ensure systemic change and greater accountability for data collectors. Having legal frameworks like GDPR and CCPA can empower individuals. Thank you.
So
See how privacy implication for social groups concerns. Algorithmic bias affecting marginalized communities. Differential privacy violations based on race, gender, nationality, data-driven discrimination in employment, housing, credit, surveillance, disproportion, net targeting, certainly communities. Privacy become a privilege rather than a right. Ethical considerations, equal protection, regardless of demographic factors, chance preference in data collection and algorithm design, representations in technology development and governance. And next, please.
Thank you, Naoki, Sushmita, and Sherry. So I'll be talking about data ethics. So let's see what the corporate does for data collection. So as Sushmita already mentioned that companies often collect our data without clearly asking us first. So they have the data collection without explicit informed consent. Next is profit models built on surveillance capitalism. So when tracking becomes profit, your privacy becomes the price. So companies are making money by watching our every move. The third thing what companies do is there are regional differences in the privacy protection in Europe versus the US. And Europe definitely has the stronger privacy rules than US. Lastly, the security vulnerabilities in products and services. So weak security in apps or any devices can put our personal data or info at risk. So there are some recommendations that the corporate or businesses should follow or should do. So the first one would be adopt ethical data practices beyond legal minimums. So doing the bare minimum isn't good enough because when people are sharing their data, it's like they're trusting the company that their data would be private. Next thing is implement privacy by design principles. So privacy should be built into all the products from the start. Third is prioritize user control and meaningful consent. So people should know what data is getting collected. So they like the app or the device or the company should actually ask, explain, and let people choose what they want to share with the company rather than just taking all their data at once. Lastly, balance innovation with responsible data stewardship. So new technology should protect people's privacy and not just push for profits all the time. So in today's digital world, all the businesses must handle our personal data responsibly by being transparent with the customers, giving them or explaining them the controls of their data, and also building privacy from the start. This was our presentation of Group B. Thank you.
Excellent. Good job. But again, the same thing. Add more images, less text. Try to make it conversational. You don't need to read from text, you know. These are the main things in a good presentation. But good job. Excellent. Another group?
I think group D can go next. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys can see my screen, right?
Not yet.
Oh. No. Sorry, I think my laptop is just frozen.
No worries.
Can someone else try sharing the
Yeah,
link?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Okay, can you guys see it?
No, okay.
Yes. Okay. So we were added to the class last minute, so we just put something together.
Hmm.
Okay, so talking about ethics and privacy in the digital age, like we live in the digital age, like everything has technology, everything like technology is deeply embedded like in our everyday lives. Like we use our phone, our laptops, we use that for everything. Like so much so that we don't print pictures anymore. Like me, talking about me, I use like a digital picture frame, like a smart thermostat, like a fitness device, so it's all digitalized. And all of these devices like collect and store our personal data. And this data like extends beyond like photos and messages and contains like sensitive information to like, say, for example, like your location, your health, like what you purchase, etc. And then many of like online services are free, but then the cost of it is privacy. I think previous groups have said this too. So say, for example, like Instagram, Google, Facebook, they target like ads based on like your search history, online activity. I was looking to buy a new car, and what do you know? Scroll through Instagram again, there's an ad for it. Same thing like on Google, if you search for anything, next thing you know, you see an ad for it in any of like the social media platforms. So this is not just like privacy is not just limited to like us as individuals. So I work in like the healthcare industry, and right now like all of the medical data is digitalized. So especially with HIPAA, breaches can expose like your sensitive medical records. And this can be like an easy target for like hackers to get like all of your personal information, even like credit card fraud and identity theft. And we may also like face additional like privacy risks due to like a biased algorithm and surveillance.
So I'm talking about challenges and responsibilities for individuals. So the key points are personal data is commonly collected by website, apps, and devices, and many users lack awareness of the extent of data tracking and its consequences. So for the recommendations, and also use like VPN. And for personally, I also use VPN. For example, I'm in California now, but if I use VPN, it will track my location in Japan or like the other country. And so recommended to use VPN. And secondly is regularly access and modify privacy settings on digital platforms. And lastly is stay abreast of data rights and emerging privacy risks. Next slide, please.
Okay, hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about ethical
I think this is
consideration
my
for-
slide. Sorry. Yeah, I think this is my slide.
I thought this is my slides.
Oh, Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
We can have a duel.
I'm going to talk about ethical consideration for communities. There are some key points. Marginalized groups such as rascal minorities, women, and low-income communities often experience higher level of digital surveillance and data misuse. Based algorithm trained on limited or skewed data can lead to unfair treatment in area like hiring, law enforcement, and healthcare. These issues deepen existing social media, and there are some recommendations. Encourage inclusive and diverse data collections, regularly test algorithms for bias, and involve affected communities in decision about how their data is collected and used. Next slide, please.
So yeah, I'm going to talk about the corporate responsibility in data ethics. So I think some of the key points in this area is there are a lot of companies that often monetize the user data, sometimes at the expense of your privacy. So an example of maybe a weather app that's tracking your GPS every few minutes, that passes that info to ad networks or ad targeting. So that's bad for your privacy. Another point is there is a huge growing demand for transparency, how the data is being handled. So a lot of users, they're asking, what exactly are you collecting? Why are you collecting it? And then a lot of the apps, they have this huge terms and conditions. They ask you to select, can we track your data? Can we not track your data? And I think there was one story where Apple rolled out a pop-up which said, ask an app not to track data. I don't know when this was, but this did happen. And if I'm not too wrong, 70 to 80% of iOS users, they kind of said like, no, I don't want to share my data. So there are people who care about their data and how it is being used. So what could companies do? They could build products to collect only data that they really want to, encrypt it maybe, and give user the control from day one. The second thing they could be is like tell the users directly in plain English that this is where you can see or delete your data. This is how we are being transparent, and probably just follow the rules that are compliant within Europe's GDPR and CCPA. Thank you.
Excellent. Good job. But again, design and think for future. So we have one group left, right? Or we all done? No group left? One group left, right?
Yeah, Professor, group say we can do it.
Please.
Give me
Yeah,
one
the
sec.
last group.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
One second, please. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Today I will be talking about the ethics and privacy in our increasing digital world. With the rise of the technology like the artificial intelligence, big data, and smart devices, our lives are more connected than ever before. So that with the progress that comes with significant challenges, especially when it comes is how our data is collected, used, and protected. And I want to talk about two key terms from today's discussion, ethics and privacy. Ethics refers to doing what is right, making responsible decisions. And for the privacy, I think it is about the right to control the personal information. And in today's world, both concepts are being tested constantly. So the key question is, are today's technologies respecting our privacy and our business using the technology in an ethical way? So that we are here to explore. The next slide.
So from individuals to marginalized groups, we're gonna talk about like how this issue impacts individuals and social groups. So for individuals, data privacy breaches can lead to identity theft, constant surveillance, and even like psychological manipulation. So many people don't realize how much of their personal data is being collected every day. They're like apps, websites, and even like wearable devices. Now for social groups, especially like minorities, the risk can be even greater than like the social groups. Algorithms trained on biased data can reflect and reinforce real world discrimination, like facial recognition systems have been like shown to misidentify Black women at much higher rates than white men. And it's not just like facial recognition. Platforms like Facebook have faced criticism for showing job ads mainly to men for high paying roles while showing lower paying roles to women based on automated like profiling. This kind of algorithmic targeting can quietly reproduce existing social inequalities. That's why fairness and inclusion must be part of how we design and deploy technology. Next slide, please.
So we're gonna now shift to the corporate side of the conversation. In the digital age, companies have access to vast dilemma. So how do you balance the drive for profits with the responsibility to protect users? A well-known example is Cambridge. Cambridge Analytica's misuse of Facebook user data, which was collected without proper consent and used to influence elections. The result was a major privacy scandal that not only damaged Facebook reputation, but also exposed how are ignored. That's why businesses must adopt what's called ethics by design, which means building ethical principles into their products from the start. This includes being transparent about how data is used and are explainable and fair. In short, ethics shouldn't be an afterthought. It should be a core part of business strategy in the tech world. Next slide.
Thanks, my workmate. So what can we done for moving forward? For individuals, we must become more informed about our data rights and take simple actions like using privacy settings, encrypted messaging, and secure browsers. For business, there needs to be a commitment to designing ethically using internal ethics committees, edging a growing for buyers and being transparent with users. For society, we must support legislation like the GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California, which give users legal control over their data and force companies to be more accountable. And finally, I want to end with a question for all of you. So who should be held accountable when technology causes effective harms? Is it the developers, the companies, the users, or the government? There is no simple answer, but one thing is clear. Ethics and privacy in technology affect us all, and we each have a role to play in shaping a more responsible future. Thank you all for listening. I'm looking forward to your thoughts in the discussion. Yeah, that's it.
That's all. Good job. Good job for the first session. It was good. So Any questions? Anything that you want to share? Huh? No?
Professor, do we have to turn in the presentation?
Say again?
Do we have to do we have to submit the slides like every time we present?
No, it's just for weekly class activities.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but keep them probably for your final project might be helpful. You know. So let's see who is absent, who is present. Abel present, Muhammad present, Keisha present, Zhenkai present, Liana present, Moon present, Gayane. No, absent. Shino present, Apurva present, Poonam present. Joyce von Dohelman. I don't. Huh? Joyce? No. Narumi. Yi Cheng-ye? No. And Rebecca. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful night. See you next week. Yes,
I had
dear.
a question. So considering a few of us were added like late to the class, can we get an extension on the discussion? I think it was supposed
Yes.
to be tonight.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
This week.
Okay, yeah.
Take care.
Thank you. Have a good
See you
night.
next week.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Have a wonderful
Also,
evening.
Professor, I think you missed my name. I was just added like 5 minutes before the class started
No
to your
worries.
course.
You know, you're
Yeah.
dealing with a smart professor. I already remembered all your
Thank
Professor,
you.
sorry, just confirming, you said discussion is due on Thursday nights or Sunday?
this week Sunday, but in
Sunday?
general, but next week Thursday.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you, Professor.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Professor.
This,
you.
this week extension.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank
Have
you,
a good
Adios.
Professor.
Thank you,
See
Professor.
you now. Senora. Bye-bye. I got confused. Sayonara, I was gonna say. Have a good one.